Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Noita. And we are doing our third video on the 1.0 release, which will be releasing as of tomorrow, October 15th. And we're doing a run. And currently our run is interesting, because we're going to be going into the third zone on a pretty minimal build. We're using our original bomb wand to fast cast a spark bolt as one form of damage. We have this one here to occasionally dig through some soft materials. We do have bombs as backup and a black hole, which in this zone will also become pretty useful, so we might end up using them. But we also have this here. This is a bit of a social distancing wand. It is not very fast. It runs out of mana pretty good, but the important thing is that it goes through a lot of enemies and has a lot of range. And that range is very important and is probably what's going to keep us alive in the next zone. So let's see how this goes. We also have a couple of backup things to talk about. Circle of Stillness and Circle of Vigor can help us with certain hard-to-kill enemies. So here we go. Headed out of the second holy mountain into the third zone. Let's see what we got. Welcome to Snowy Depths. A mysterious darkness lingers in this place. We saw a curse in our last video when we entered the fungal caves. This one, if I remember correctly, we can't see very far. I will definitely take a water potion. I'm not going to say no water potion. You can also see where we've come from is gone as well. So a very alarming situation where we're going to be losing visibility regularly. So we're going to want to be very careful going through here. We're going to meet our first TC of the game. Call him the Blooper. That is one of the worst enemies in the game right there. Mr. Uko, Master of Electricity, Ender of Runs Extraordinaire. Is dead. One of the more challenging enemies in the game if you're not prepared for him, because he likes to do things that involve getting you killed. And things are just kind of like piling into this diamonds here. Let's see if we can't get through them and get the... yeah, we got some gold in there, so that's good. I'll explain this brickwork in a second as soon as we clear the area of enemies. We do have that shooter still sitting around. I don't know where he went. And unfortunately, if I lose sight on him, we're just never going to have sight on him. Oh, he might be dead. Okay. So we can see this brickwork here. I'll explain that real quick if I go straight up. This is where Uko hit the ceiling, and you can see he made a dent. So, oh, we have a flask over there. Probably want to check that out, because our flasks are kind of poor at the moment. Although 2 water flasks is actually decent. Is that another Uko? I bet it is. Hard to tell, though, because we don't see him. What we don't have this time is height on him. It could have also been someone with a wand. No, it's an Uko. So Uko's going to be chasing us here for a bit. So we're just going to socially distance our way, back off. And then we're going to come up here and see if we can't get him into a more favorable position. You can still hear him. There he is. He's over there. He's just kind of chilling. Oh, he's coming over. He wants to play. Probably going to take a shot here. He did not. Alright, fair enough. Did he turn to goal? Indeed he did. Got him. The power of social distancing. So over here, apparently it was something he didn't like. He decided to rid the world of. This goes up, which is kind of terrifying. A couple of enemies back there, but fortunately they should be pretty easy to take out. They do leave behind this frozen liquid that you always want to be careful around, because that can actually do serious damage to you. Ooh, we got some blood money. So blood money will allow you to heal anything that you've lost. I want to kill this guy before he comes down here. And we got him. That guy's pretty dangerous because he makes some particular enemies. They're not really enemies. And they'll explode into more frozen vapor that will do big damage to you if you're not careful. We're going to go searching for that flask. We're going to head this way, but this is just going to be more of the same. Want to be careful. I heard a rat. We may have killed a rat inadvertently. There's something with a gun in there. Well, maybe not. Maybe that was just us. This is chaotic polymorphine, I believe. Let me just double check. I thought that's what I saw. So we'll get a little closer. But we will not disturb. You can look, but you can't touch. Indeed, that's what that is. So, chaotic polymorphine will be left where it is. Now we're going to come out. This darkness is just freaking me out. I can tell you that much. Let's get rid of that. Spark Bolt is usually good for putting out things like that. Oh, but we can't go further. So we're going to have to backtrack. Pretty considerable distance here. We can look here. This might be dangerous. Yeah, there's some things down there. But these things did not see us. Interesting. It seems if you stay still, at times the darkness will just kind of close in on you. We got our target. That's good. And there seems to be nothing else down here. There's a lot of ice, though. Makes you wonder if there's something beneath it. Ooh, taking a little damage there. Just got a little careless with the freezing vapor. Didn't get any kills, but we do have an enemy over here to worry about. And we just blow him up. I think we killed him before we formally blew him up, but blowing him up would have gotten us double the gold. So we'll continue to the right. We do have to be careful. We are pretty fresh in this area. Whoa, look out. And we got rats chasing us. Although rats can chase the easy right now. Check that out. They're on my side. Our social distancing wand doing us some great work here. Even though it's not the best version of it, it's working out pretty good. Unfortunately, this put us in a dead end. So we want to go back the other way. Whoa, okay. Just have random rats. Just showing up there. Ooh, okay, this is interesting. This is a trap. And normally what you would see over here is a box of... Well, this looks going to be very useful. You normally see like a box of lightning over here, but it's been invaded by a worm, and that worm... Oh, we don't want to do that. That worm has allowed us to just walk in and take this. Interesting wand. This wand will create blood money for us if we use it correctly. And it's probably one of the better wands we've seen so far. We're going to remove this because that can be dangerous. But the usefulness of the unstable crystals is that we can set up traps for enemies, and they can die if they get too close. For now, we're just going to continue to social distance. If we can aim. Oh, we got a Hisi coming up over here. I drank some worm blood, and the worm blood will allow us to see in the dark for a certain amount of time. And in a level like this, where your vision is limited, it's very useful. Might have to consider going for blood money very soon. Oh, that's bad. Be careful of this guy. I'm gonna try to off him from a distance. probably how... Where'd that thing go? Okay, that was weird. Eventually this thing's gotta die, right? There he goes. Okay, so with him dead, we can go pick up the money, and we're at the Holy Mountain. As much as I'd love to show off more of this level, it is a frightening level to play. And I don't want to be here anymore, so we're going to move on. Alright, so we're in the third Holy Mountain now. And this time, instead of a spell shop, we have a wand shop waiting for us. And let's check out the wands real quick. We have a forecast wand that's got some lightning on it. Ooh, this is probably some of the best spells we've come across yet. We'll get to this wand in a minute. Another high mana max and or low mana max and a high charge speed. This one has got a high recharge time though as well. If a wand has a lot of spells per cast, its recharge time tends to also be high. We've got a lot of explosives here. That could be fun. And some blood mist on a wand that's otherwise unremarkable. You can check in here to see what we got. Oh, I'm not too thrilled with these. Faster levitation, though. That would allow us to go up to the ceiling a bit quicker. You can get repelling cape or invisibility. I tell you what, because we have trick blood money, and we have tablet. So if we were to remove our invisibility, or our stain here, we would become invisible, and then we could toss tablets around to get free blood money, which can be very useful in the next zone because we have no other way to directly heal in that zone. Probably going to end up taking this wand for its spells. We can now retire this wand. Well, not the wand itself. Let's do some stuff here. And you notice our inventory is full. We're going to have to start making some decisions when it comes to our wands here. But this wand is now going to become our dedicated digging wand. And that's what this is going to do. A new sound, by the way. This is a brand new sound for this. It's much quieter than it used to be. I kind of appreciate that. Thank you, Nella. We're going to keep our social distancing wand, because that's been helping us out a lot. You can see we're invisible right now. When we attack, we become visible again. But you'll notice that when I'm invisible now, and I throw the tablet, I do not become visible again. So it's very good offensive capability. I'm going to get rid of these because I do not need these anymore. We're having inventory issues, so we have to keep that in mind. Another problem we're going to have here is we don't have a wand that's really fast enough to do what we want. And I don't think there's any here that really fit that build. This is probably the fastest thing we got, and it's probably going to be the thing we end up using. I'm going to go ahead and take this. So I want to do some wand crafting here, but we don't really have a whole lot to work with. Probably going to get rid of this at this point so that we can hold on to this. We are not immune to electricity, so we're going to get rid of that. But with this being our main wand, what I'm going to do here is put this on it and follow that with this. And what this is going to do is create a very good... I did not realize that would do damage to that. A very good... It's a slow wand, but this is going to freeze enemies, and that's going to be very important. And you can see the mana is not an issue. Now, my question is, can we reduce cast time on this thing? And I don't think we have anything that will do that. So, something to keep in mind is your cast time, when it's high, it kind of sucks. We could try putting the timer on here. We'd lose our social distancing one. But then this gets a lot faster. But it also has kind of like a delayed cast. So I'm not so sure I want to do that, or even need to do that. But that's definitely our primary wand. We do not need two of these, so we're going to dump that out. But we will keep our multiple card here. I want to hold on to this just in case. I think it's a Bubble Sparks I'm going to start to slowly get rid of. Oh, the Downward Bolt Bundle, yeah, that goes as well. So, this is it for now. We organize our spells here. You can tell the spells all have different types of borders. The blue ones modify the next spell. These are multicasts. The Spark Bolt, Black Hole, and Bomb are attack spells. These are spells that create circles that you can stand in. And there's going to be more as we go along as well. So definitely good to just at a glance be able to tell what kind of spell you have. And great for people who are super anal about keeping things in order. Fortunately, I am not. I might take this. Let me take that. I'm buying another one here so I can try to put this on it. Actually, I want to put this at the end if we can. And see if this helps. It reduces both cast delay and recharge time. You can kind of see it just creates a very stuttery wand, but we do that, and that's better. We're coming up against cast delay, so that's our problem. But we can do something like this. Oh, this wand's just not big enough. I was thinking of doing something like that, but this won't work. We need one more spell to put in here, and we don't have enough room. So we're going to leave it like this for now. This will definitely help us in the next zone. We have a lot of Bubble Sparks down here, but what I'm going to do is instead of putting the Bubble Sparks on here, I'm going to put all of these spells on here, and this one now gets converted to a storage wand. When you have Tinker with Wands everywhere, typically what you do is you get a really big wand that has lots of capacity that will basically be extra storage, and you can put all of your spell modifiers on it, and it will never do anything as long as it has no always cast on it. So, something to keep in mind. So this is what we're going to go into the next floor with. We're still going to keep our social distancing wand, because I just like that. But we also have our Freezing Spark Bolt and our Digging Spell. So that's going to do it. We will continue with the 4th floor in the next video, and until then, thanks for watching. See you, bye.